Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Mario with Hardcore Tech, back again with another case video. So this one is actually a leather case that was sold on Amazon for just a hair over $10, or slightly more than $10. Not sure why I had to say a hair over $10, but you know, a lot of times we like to think, well, you get what you pay for, and that is actually kind of true with this case. So what this case provides is very minimal feel, no adhesives, and a nice leather back. So let's go ahead, unbox it, let's check it out. I'll have a link in the description below, of course, if you want to check it out. But in these case reviews, I actually like to get a little bit specific. I like to get picky, you know, over every little thing, or nitpicky, because, you know, with the fold being the way it is, you know, you have some of these cases, they don't fit right, or something happens, or maybe it's not, you know, if you have an adhesive case that wears off over time. So it's important to know what you're actually getting, and that is the purpose of these case videos. So already, I really like the leather back. I always like the leather look, so I always like a professional, sleek look. So already these are the kind of vibes that it's giving me. It is stitched, so you have a stitch back on the back. I don't know how this is going to hold up over time. For $10, I really don't think this is real leather. So yeah, I didn't do a smell test on it yet, but I think you know, keep your expectations you know, low. So it has a soft back. This is to keep it from your phone sliding with the case on. So let's go ahead, let's put the back on. And it goes on really nicely. I really like the leather. Okay, so it goes on really nicely. Let's make sure the back part is aligned. Yeah, there's no volume covers. Okay, everything's aligned. Make sure. Let's kind of see if we can shake this off a little bit. Nope. It's on there pretty good. So how thick is it compared to without a case? That's about as much. Very minimal. What about when we open it? Very minimal. Not so much. So now let's put the front on. And we're actually going to do what I like to call, what I'm going to start calling weak spot. Or weak spot test. So this test, what I do is try to see, okay, if I were to open or close the phone in any certain way, will this main cover screen come off? Is there a chance that this will come off? So let's start with, so if I start with the back, for example, and I press here, no, it's not going anywhere. Very secure. That's one of the concerns with no adhesive cases. How secure is it actually without an adhesive? So here, already, just a very, very slight pressure, it's coming off. This may or may not bother you, because the more times you do this, the more you're scratching, potentially scratching that frame. And over time, that's gonna, you'll see that. If you ever do decide to go caseless, or if you take this off, or try to sell it even, down the road. On the corner, top left corner, nope, we're okay. On the sides, we're okay. Ooh, yeah, on the sides, we're okay. Corner, we're okay. Here, yeah. So center top, center bottom, a little bit of pressure makes the case come off. But now let's pull. Let's do a pull test. See if I can pull this case off easy. So I'm pulling up, nothing's happening. But I pull to the side, it's easy to pull. So, okay. So top left corner, you just little tug, that's it. The side, nothing. Side, nothing. Bottom, same thing. Not very secure on the main screen if you're gonna be opening or closing this certain way, or if you're doing something that's gonna make you wanna pull. But realistically, are you going to do that? Probably not, but it's good to know. Me personally, I always like to close the phone from the very bottom. So I already feel that this part is is rubbing against the frame when I do that. So if I'm gonna close it, I have to do something like this. Okay, so let's take a look at the front. The front is raised very slightly raised on the top and bottom, which is nice. So if you put the phone flat face down, it's gonna be good. What about when we try to access the here? So the only thing that's kind of bothers me personally is that I have this little lip here. That's what bothered me about the UAG case, because there was that lip. And remember, if you remember in the UAG case, it has that little opening on the top so you can access it. Well, this has none of that. So in order for me to actually open the edge panel, I have to make sure my thumb is at the corner, kind of pressing against the lip, and then pull over to the side. So that is, yeah, that again, that's very subjective. You know, that may or may not bother you, but if you want like a seamless experience accessing your edge panel, if you use it, you're not gonna have that. From the bottom, from the top, it's all good. But this here, I always like to check how wobbly or how secure this is. Most of the times, most cases that have no adhesive, this is going to be really wobbly. It's not going to be that secure. Just be careful always, if you were to close or grip this, that you're not pressing into pressing the edge, because if you press it too much, you're going to press it into the screen protector. Okay, so I actually did that a couple times just because I was like fiddling around with the edge there. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to add. So the current case I've been using for a while now is the Taurus S Pen case. So let's see how that compares. So I'm gonna take the front off. Yeah, this is so easy to take off, see? So I'm gonna take this off and put the front of the S Pen case on. Now you could hot swap, can you? Let's see, is there a big color difference? Now that I didn't think about this before. Yeah, there's the obvious black shine, glossy shine here. This one's very matte. So, I mean, you're not really gonna notice it. Actually, it's kind of nice. So what, this is how much plus the $10 for this case. If you want to hot swap and do that, have that leather back, but have the S Pen on the front. Not bad, not bad. So, how minimal is it? Well, I think it's about the same. So, let's try the front. I mean the back. Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah. The Taurus is just always been a little bit thicker than the most minimal cases, but it's still minimal all throughout. But let's go back to what I was telling about the pull test. So with Taurus cases, you know, significantly more money than the leather case. So how secure is the front actually? I'm never worried about the back anymore. The back's always secure. I have faith in a lot of companies that don't need to have adhesives on the back. But this one, the main one, is what I'm concerned. So if I pull, nothing. If I pull to the side, nothing. Pull in the corner, nothing. And I'm actually pulling. I'm actually really pulling. If I push, it's a very little bit, but not. I'm really pushing here. Pull, pull, corner, same thing here. I have to actually really push to do that. And then, because I always close like this, and there's no slippage. So, yeah. But I would say, if your goal is to go as minimal as possible, but have very little protection, and you just don't want to spend money, then you can go with this one. Actually, it's not bad. Again, just know what you're getting. But otherwise, you know, I kind of like it. I don't know how long this is going to last. Wireless charging, I know works. I cannot test power share because my phone's dying. I mean, my phone's less than 30%. But if that's gonna work, if a Unicorn Beetle can work with PowerShare, then I know this will work with PowerShare. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. This is the leather case by Foluu. So I'll have a link in the description below. If you really just want minimal, don't really care, you have insurance for your phone, you don't want to go caseless, but you kind of want to go caseless and still have a sleek, you know, leather professional look, I like this one. This is a nice one. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, all those things, and I'll see you in the next one.